So this video is going to be all about body language. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to show some video examples of just what body language looks like and what it can mean. Right here we have Bailey, who is pretty relaxed golden doodle when she's in someone's arms and getting love and affection. So where her ears are flat and not pressed back, in this situation it means that she's fully relaxed, where in other situations flattened ears can mean like fear or being very uncomfortable. So we'll go into detail about all sorts of body language, what each of it means, and I'll show you some video examples. Here at the retreat, body language is really important because we have to be able to determine when dogs are posturing out of fear or aggression. We have to understand what well eyes might be for a nervous dog, and we have to really learn what all of this body language can indicate so we can better take care of our clients' dogs and better manage them in a large group. Murphy is a perfect example of some body language here. He's very nervous on approach. He stops immediately, postures, his ears are back, the whites of his eyes are showing, and he starts sniffing the air, looking to sort of figure out what's going on here. Biggio is another example of a very nervous dog. That tail wag is low. He keeps hiding behind his mom here. Again, sniffing the air, those ears are flat. He doesn't even want to approach me. He's very nervous. In this video, Cooper is just showing some nervousness about the fish behind him. Again, you can see his ears are flat. He's heavy panting. He keeps looking around. This is a really good example of what a nervous dog looks like. Daisy came to our program very nervous. You can see she's constantly looking around. She's shaking her head quite a bit. Those ears are flat, pressed against her head. But she has learned some confidence here too, so she's just a little bit of both. However, her environment is very stressful to her, which is why you can see her consistently making an effort to turn her head almost 360 degrees to make sure she can keep an eye on everything. This isn't the best video of a nervous dog as we really help Daisy build her confidence, but you can see some. Sazi is an example of a confident dog here. Although she is heavy panting as she's a little bit nervous, you can see that she's not trying to run away or overreact in this situation whatsoever. So she's feeling pretty confident. Gumbo is a great example of proper body language for a nervous dog here. You can tell he's very flighty. Those ears are completely flat. He's ready to bolt at any chance he gets. There's no leash control whatsoever. I love this video because it shows proper body language for positive play. Both dogs are wagging their tails heavily. They're also taking turns, even though Bailey's showing a little bit of hesitation to play with Gumbo. Eventually, throughout the rest of this video, she learns to work it out, and she's really, really enjoying her playtime. Bailey is the golden doodle, the gold one, and then Gumbo was in the former video for being pretty nervous. So this was pretty cool to see Gumbo come out of his shell and just display really cool playtime. Prim is an example here of the best, most confident dog. She's holding her head high. She's wagging that tail. She's staying in place. Her ears are not flat. She's not showing any whites of her eyes. Prim is just overall a very, very confident dog. This is another example of a confident dog. Tara's staying in place. Her ears are perky. She's looking real good. Kira is a perfect example of a very nervous dog. Her tail stays tucked the entirety of this video. Those ears are back. She's very, very flighty. She's doing a lot of displacement techniques by trying to go under the table, run away. She's very, very scared of her environment, and so we're working on desensitizing her. Her body language just shouts, "I am so freaked out." She's a perfect example of why we need to do confidence building. Maverick is a really good example of goofy play. He's play bowing. He is wagging that tail heavy. Really doing well with that ball when other dogs approach him too. So you can see a very happy, confident dog here. This is a dog you want in the yard, although he does have a history of getting too overstimulated. This is a good example of proper body language. Keep in mind that none of these video examples show dogs posturing in the sense of being aggressive. So we will be having a monthly meeting where we talk about dog body language and what that looks like, so we can make sure everyone's properly educated on the signs and telltales of what an aggressive dog might look like. But essentially, when we're in the yard with these dogs, that if at any point a dog is posturing stiffly over another dog, if they're growling and showing their teeth, if they initiate mounting behaviors, that could lead to an aggressive situation as well. There are lots of telltale signs to show you that a dog is being aggressive. Even lip licking can be a pre-sign to another aggressive behavior, like leading up to that. So if you have any questions ever about body language in the yard, just make sure you grab a lead, your manager, or a trainer.